So the top 100 players list is being revealed 10 at a time. And they've just unveiled 30 through 21, and probably the last two Lions fit into this category that are going to make this. Amon-Ra St. Brown checks in at 23. Penei Sewell checks in at 22. Sam Laporta was 80. I believe Jared Goff was 48, and I think Aiden Hutchinson was 47. But what's interesting to me is unveiling of the quarterbacks. Who right now, what teams do you think in the NFC, Gator, stand in the way, the biggest impediment between the Lions and the Super Bowl? What teams would you put at the very top of that list?
San Francisco.
Okay.
In the NFC?
Yep.
I would say San Francisco, Philadelphia. Those are the two biggest.
Would you include Green Bay next?
They're in the next tier, yeah.
So what's interesting is Goff checks in at number 48 on this list. This is voted on by the players. Quarterbacks that are ahead of Goff: Stafford at 42, Burrow at 39, Tua at 36. Jordan Love is 34.
Mm-hmm.
Brock Purdy is 28. Now, and I think Jalen Hurts is going to be ahead of Goff on this list as well. So we'll go into battle with what apparently is believed to be, the fourth at the quarterback spot of all these people trying to win the NFC. Here's my question. Are we worried that Love at 25 years old is considered to be better than Goff by players in the league, and Purdy at 24 years old is considered to be better? And I mean, not just ahead of Jared Goff. They're 20-something spots ahead of Jared Goff. Well, Purdy is. Love is 14 spots ahead of him. But because when you have a good young quarterback, that is one of the most valuable things you can have in this league, right? I mean, it is.
Sure.
Yeah, you get that and you think you're ready for a decade, and you're going to roll for a decade. And in this moment of time, it would say, if I were a fan of those teams or covering those teams, I would feel like we've got the quarterback spot locked down for the next decade, right?
Well, you'd feel it's at least for the next 5 years, but yeah.
Yeah, and yet it might be premature for both Brock Purdy and for Jordan Love. And maybe, I mean, I don't know who it might be more, but I went back and looked at previous lists. Derek Carr, when he was 26 years old, was number 11 on this list.
Yeah.
Baker Mayfield, at 24 years old, made the top 50. Carson Wentz was a top 10 player early in his career.
Well, he played like it that year they went to the Super Bowl before he got hurt.
Certainly, I mean, this is voted on by the players. So you put in a year of elite work, you're going to get some recognition. I guess the reason I'm bringing it up is just because I'm not ready to accept that it's a fact that those two quarterbacks are better than our quarterback.
Well, it's not a fact. This is just a list. I mean, was Goff on that list back when he took the Rams to the Super Bowl that next year? Did people think of him that way?
What year was that? Do you remember what year was it?
Oh, boy. 2017, 18, somewhere there.
So would that be the 2018 list then? Because I have a previous list, but I have them in front of me. Jared Goff was number 38 on the list in 2018, which is higher than he is now. He was number 32 on the list in 2019.
I'd say 19 would be the year to look at.
Okay, so he got up to number 32 on the list, and then he started to drop.
Yeah.
So here's the thing about Goff is, of course, these lists mean nothing, but it will make it, I mean, it's going to be tough if these guys are as good as advertised, especially Jordan Love. I'm going to be so pissed. So pissed.
If you're asking me if I think Jordan Love is going to be one of the better quarterbacks in football, my answer is I think he might be.
Yeah, but here's the thing about it, right?
We have 1 year to watch him as a starter, and he was okay to start, and then the second half of the season may have been the best in football.
He was really, really good.
And then we have a small sample size of Brock Purdy, but Brock Purdy obviously is a massive difference maker playing for San Francisco in the games he plays versus the games he doesn't play.
I mean, this could be completely irrelevant. It would be like, it feels like the Packers have played the quarterback card almost perfectly for like the last 25 years.
Because they have.
It's possible that they just put that money into the next Baker Mayfield. That they have, because they that massive contract, it comes with a risk. Did they sign him based upon half a season? An elite, very impressive, yeah, we acknowledge it was good half a season.
They did. They were pressured into it. They didn't have to, but they were pressured into it because he wasn't going to practice unless they got him the deal, unless they gave him the deal, which is crazy to me, but that's how it worked. That's literally today's NFL. This was not the case a year ago. It is now. Everybody's putting the pressure on well before they have to. So if you're asking me which way do I think it's going to lean, I think I would certainly think that he's going to be a much better quarterback than Baker Mayfield.